and you took notes using symbols. Tonight we need to check your work, but first I would like you to watch the video again, and then as you watch the video, complete your notes. You may want to add some ideas or make your notes more complete. Use as many symbols as you can. This is excellent practice for you. All right, so let's begin. Question D. Let's watch the video and check your notes. Complete them.
Okay, let's get started. So, we're talking about work today. There's been a great deal of research about how people in the U.S. work and how they think about their work. And one big question many researchers have is, are people working more hours than they did back in the 1970s? Or, now that we have all these time-saving technology like computers, cell phones, fax machines, are people in the U.S. working fewer hours? That's the question for the researchers. And what I want to do today is discuss several aspects of the research on work habits. Okay. Well, it turns out that we don't actually have a clear picture of whether or not Americans are working more hours. We're just not 100% certain. And that's because when researchers ask people to just talk in a general way, when they ask them how much they work, like how many hours they work at the office, the results seem to show that yes, people work more hours than they used to. But when researchers ask people to keep a time diary of their work hours, that means they ask people to write down how many hours they work every day. Well, it turns out workers actually spend fewer hours working than they did 30 years ago. And as you might expect, this is very interesting to social scientists. Good. So, the really interesting thing that we see in these studies is that people think they are working more hours than they actually are. Now, before we move on, are there any questions or comments? Good. Okay. Now, the reason for this contrast of what Americans say and what they do is, well, in America, people seem to feel busier. They have a sense that there are so many things for them to organize and do. There seems to be, let's just call it a general sense of overall time pressure, meaning pressure to get everything done in time. I like to call this feeling of being busy. I just call it busyness. Here, let me write it for you. Okay. So, now I want to focus on a few causes for this increased feeling of busyness, this feeling of always being busy. So let's look at one cause. And to do that, let's analyze a change that happened in this country about 30 years ago or so. Back in the 1970s, more women than ever began to work outside of the home. They got jobs. So, since women were working, men had to take on new household responsibilities like taking care of the children, cooking, cleaning, you know. Now this, of course, meant that both women and men began to have two roles. Working out of the home at a job and working in the home, taking care of the family. Both men and women have to juggle the responsibilities of children, household chores, and work. So, you can see that men and women feel they're busier because they are doing more than just working at a job or just working at home. They're doing both. And they, as a result, they feel busy all the time. It's a pretty logical feeling. All right, now, let's move on to discuss where people work. All right? Because that's another cause of this feeling of busyness. One of the trends that we see is that for many Americans, work is no longer limited to a job and a regular schedule. Now we have new technologies such as fax machines, pagers, email, and of course computers. And that means that people continue to do their work at home. So the traditional 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock workday is becoming a thing of the past now. It's not 9 to 5 for a lot of people now. That the workday can easily continue into the evening. So as a consequence, people are often doing housework and office work at the same time. And what's the result? Of course, they feel busier because of this. They feel like they're always working. And so there's that feeling of busyness again. Okay, now we've talked about the fact that many people's work is not limited to just one location and not limited to just the daytime. Let's now move on to talk about what is happening in the workplace. This is important to understand because changes in the American workplace have led to another cause of this feeling of busyness we're discussing. Here's what we see. These days, as you probably know, competition in the business world is tougher than ever. Companies have to produce more and spend less in order to stay competitive. And so, in many cases, workers have to work harder and work faster to help the company stay alive, to stay in business. So, when people are in the workplace, they face increased work pressure to work quickly and to produce more, speed up, and do more. Workplace activities like writing a letter or having a meeting have to be done faster in order for the workplace to become more efficient. As a matter of fact, many experts who study the work trends agree that efficiency has become the number one value. All right. So now let's go inside the typical workplace to see what I mean. Okay. We all know that most offices have a fax machine and computers with email and the internet. And all this technology makes communication faster and faster. Well, what is the result? Well, it makes people, it means that people can make decisions more quickly and respond to decisions more immediately. They have to think and talk at the same time. All because there is less time and more pressure to get the work done. So, all of this created a faster-paced workplace and workers who feel busy all the time. So in the end, the hours that people are working are busier. Their working hours are busier. Okay? Okay. Now, let's move on to another point. Even though Americans feel busy, research shows us that they actually really like their jobs. They do. In a large national poll of working Americans over the last 30 years, that's the time of all these changes in the workplace, researchers found that 9 in 10 Americans were either very satisfied or moderately satisfied. And, okay. That means about 90% of Americans. That's a very high number. Are happy in their work situations, even though, as we said, they feel busier. We like our jobs. We like our jobs, and it's okay that we work and more and feel busier. This certainly isn't true for everyone, but there is evidence that it is true for many people in the US. All right. It looks like we've got to stop now. This is really interesting, and I know more research in the near future will focus more specifically on this topic, okay? That's it for today.
Okay, so let's check your notes. We're going to the beginning of the outline. We need the topic. Okay, Ahmed Al-Ghamdi, let's start with you, Ahmed.
The topic, we may say work in the US, or we can also say, are people working less in US?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go for this one. Work habits, I would add, in the US. The research question here would be, we need a question, the research question. Ibrahim.
The research was on talking about on how US people work, and are people working less hours than they think they do.
Exactly. So the question could be working.
How people are people working less hours than they do?
People working. Okay, now we remember we need to use symbols. So it's
are people working then down arrow?
This more with this more than more. This means more. More.
We will say, if you allow me, we will say, are people working less hours than they think?
Yeah, but I'm asking you about the question, the research question. Are people working more hours or
less?
Or less, exactly. Or less hours. That was the question. Are people working more hours or less hours? So what was the result? What do people think?
We can use question mark for question, teacher.
Excuse me?
We can use question mark for question.
Yeah, we could actually. Here. Something like that would be fine. Oh no, it's messy. But you get the picture. All right, here. What else can you ask? What do people think in the US? What do Americans think?
They think they work more hours.
Americans think they work more.
The arrow pointing up. Maybe we can use it.
We can, yes. It's okay. We can use the arrow. But in reality, in fact, what does the research show? In fact, They are
work less.
in fact, they work less.
Down arrow.
Yes, or down. Less than 30 years. 30 years ago. Something like that. This is about the research that they did in the US. Let's talk about the reasons why people feel busy. Why? Salih, let's talk about this. Why?
Because they work in and out the houses.
People work, well, let's use symbols here. Men and women.
Yes, men and women symbol.
Men and women. Okay, men and women work at the office and
at home.
at home. That means they are busy, busier. Busier than before. Okay, do you have another idea, anyone? What's the reason? Another reason?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
Also the technology.
Okay. Technology. What about technology?
Now they feel they are working hours extend because now there is email and faxes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Extends work hours into the home.
That's right. Technology, that means more work at home. Because
Teacher, can we place at with the at?
You can, yes, you can, of course. Yeah, thank you. You can, and here we can use the symbol. Oops. We can use the symbol for more. Remember, use as many as you can. More work at home. And what else? What happens at the office? What's the situation at the office? Is there more competition? At work?
Competition and higher work demand.
Yes. Competition has increased.
Yes.
We can use
Competition is higher than ever.
Higher than ever. That's right. So, increased competition. And this leads to
pressure for efficiency, we may say.
Yes, definitely. Pressure to get things done in time. Or fast.
Speed up
Yep.
work.
Mm-hmm.
Speed up and work more. We can use the
Yes.
speed up symbol.
Speed up, yep.
Speed up arrow, I believe arrow.
Yes, we could.
Speed up.
Mm-hmm.
And symbol. And symbol. Work more.
And
More symbol.
Work harder.
And work harder. More and harder. So all of this means business. The teachers stress this idea, business in the US. People feel busy all the time at work, at home. They bring work home, especially these days. People use technology, use their computers and devices at home. They continue working, even on weekends. On weekends, some people don't stop. Business. In the workplace, what can you tell me about this? In the workplace, what's happening? Let's begin with companies. What are companies doing? Companies produce more or less?
More. Then efficiency became number one value.
Yeah, and spend more or less?
More.
Companies produce more and spend less. Why? To do what? To do what? To stay? What's the word? Why are companies doing this? Producing more and spending less. To stay? Do you know the words? To stay competitive. Any more ideas?
Competition, efficiency.
Efficiency. What did the teacher say?
Then arrow, right pointing.
Yep. We could do that.
Then hashtag number one value.
Very good.
Hashtag
one
number one value.
Value in US. For Americans, efficiency is everything. Efficiency at work, getting things done, speeding up, getting things done in time, finishing in time, accomplishing tasks in time. Okay. All right, here, additional points.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
90% satisfied in their work.
90% satisfied.
90% of US people.
With their job. 90% satisfied with their jobs. And what else can we say? That means 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 people happy with their job. According to the lecture, according to the information he gave us. Okay, so as you can see, we have covered most of the ideas, not all of them. There are more ideas, but this will give you some ideas. Like I said, it's a sample. It's a sample for the students. We tried to use as many symbols as possible. More, less, increased, decreased, less, men, women, and equals, and so on. We try to use as many symbols as possible. So this is the strategy. Take notes using symbols, as many as you can, to represent main ideas or important words. Moving on. Okay, I believe we can skip this. I believe we finished letter F last week. It's done. You have your answers. We have completed chapter 3. Done. Chapter 3 is done. That means we can continue tonight with chapter 4. Just follow me. I will find chapter 4 now. It's right here. Page 40 in the book. Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is going to be about leisure time in the 21st century. This is the topic, leisure time, meaning free time, spare time. Sometimes we use the word spare time, free time. Leisure. Okay, let's look at the first question. B. This is a reading question, and this is what you need to do. Read the article about trends in the way Americans spend their leisure time. This is the article, 1 page. Just read the article. And then at the bottom, you need to answer question C here. 1 and 2. These questions are about the reading. And when you finish question C, go to the next page and complete questions D and E. Let me show you what I mean here. D and E. Vocabulary questions. But first, of course, you need to read the article. I'll give you around 8-10 minutes to finish the activity. When I come back to you, we'll discuss the answers. Yes, Hatem. You need to complete questions D and E on the next page, D and E. Let's answer the first question here. How does Jean Flores spend her leisure time? Raise your hand if you have the answer. How does she spend her leisure time? Anyone? Just raise your hand. Okay, Hatem. I'm listening. Hatem, you need to turn on your mic.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, go ahead. How does Jean Flores spend her leisure time?
Exercising is a Florida method of relaxation.
Mm-hmm. Exercising, yes.
And also working out.
Working out at the gym, yes.
Exercising bicycles also.
Mm-hmm. What else?
And also, while she is exercising, she likes to read her email.
Yeah.
And
She likes to
listen
read, listen to the news, yeah, on the radio.
and the radio.
She multitasks.
Yes.
This is all number one.
Yes, teacher, I will answer for Sam.
Yes, for Sam, please. Tell me about Sam. What does Sam do?
He is no-brainers activities. He likes to go hang out on the beach with a friend or go fishing.
To hang out on the beach with his friends,
And
go fishing, yep. No-brainer activities.
And also he enjoys gardening in his backyard.
Correct. Excellent. This is all number two. This is all about Sam. Okay, now the vocab. You can continue. You can read number one and number two. Ahmed Al-Ghamdi. Go ahead, Ahmed. Read one and two.
For number one, survey is a set of questions that help researchers find out about people's opinion. So number A.
Mm-hmm. Letter A, yes. Number two.
And pace is the speed at which something happens or is done.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Letter B. Okay, good.
Number three, relaxation is a way of feeling calm and enjoying yourself.
And enjoy yourself. Yep. Carry on.
4, to feel stressed out means you are so worried and tired. A.
Mm-hmm. That you cannot relax.
Yes.
Mm.
Number 5, multitasking means doing more than one thing at a time. B.
Mm-hmm. Yes. 6.
Something that is exhausting makes you feel extremely tired. A.
Extremely tired. Mm-hmm. That's right. 7.
A no-brainer activity is something that needs very little thought. A.
Very little thought. Excellent. Letter A. Please continue with question E. Can you read the question? Here.
To circle the phrase with a similar meaning to the underlined idiom.
Mm-hmm.
After the kids leave for school, Chris Flores likes to hang out for a while and have a cup of tea before she starts her busy day.
Mm-hmm.
So B, not do very much.
Not do very much means to hang out. To hang out means not doing very much. Excellent. Okay, that was the vocabulary. Now, follow me. Skip F, skip G. But the vocab is important, of course. We have all the answers now. This is the important vocab in the chapter 4. Okay, now follow me. skip age. Let's focus on the listening strategy. Recognize lecture language that signals a definition. Okay, now I will ask you to read this table to yourselves. Just take a couple of minutes reading the examples. Okay, Hatem, can you hear me? I need someone to read the examples in this table. Anyone, just raise your hand. Talal.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
Good evening, Talal. Please read the information in the table.
Recognize lecture language that signals a definition. Professors often use new words as they explain new information or ideas. They also use a variety or expressions to present definitions for those words. Listen for the words and expressions that professors use to signal a definition.
Yes.
Expression that signal a definition. That is, in other words, X meaning. By X I mean X means. What I mean by X is. Another common signal for a definition is
rhetorical
question. Rhetorical questions are given for the purpose of preparing the listener for the answer. They are not questions that the professor wants students to answer. What do I mean by X? Well, I mean, what is X? X is...
These two questions are rhetorical questions. The students don't need to answer them. The professor asks the questions to prepare the students, to prepare the listener for the answer, for the lecture. Now we need to practice these expressions. Let's practice here. Read the excerpt from a lecture about leisure activities. Underline and label the phrases to be defined, the lecture language, that signals the definitions, and the definitions. So you're looking for three things. Number one, the phrases. Number two, the lecture language. And number 3, the definitions. You're looking for these 3 things here, here, and here. Underline. Underline the phrase, underline the lecture language, and underline the definition. I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Okay, let's start with maybe Hussein Al-Khattam.
Yes, teacher.
Hello, Hussein. Please begin. Where is the phrase?
That is.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the lecture language. This is number 2. This is the lecture language. Where is the phrase?
I think this is the phrase, and the definition is things that are not too challenging.
Yes. This is the definition. This is number 3. But what about the phrase? What's the phrase? What are you defining?
No-brainer.
No. After that?
A piece of cake.
A piece of cake. Got it. This is number 1. A piece of cake phrase. That is lecture language. Things that are not too challenging. Definition. 1, 2, 3. Okay, clear? Clear?
Yes, clear.
I hope so. Good. All right, let's continue then. Hatem. The next one, Hatem. I don't know if you can hear me. Ibrahim. Let's listen to you.
Yes,
Ibrahim.
yes, teacher.
Go ahead, please.
The phrase is multitaskers.
No, that's not the phrase. No, try again. You're looking for a phrase?
Fritter away their time.
Right. Fritter away their time is the phrase. This is number one.
Yes.
Okay,
The definition.
lecture language. Before the
Lecture
definition.
language. Lecture language. What I mean by fritter away their time.
What I mean by fritter away their time.
The definition is waste their time.
Waste their time. Excellent. This is the definition. Phrase, lecture language, definition. All right, the last one. Thank you. Who would like to continue? Hatem? You keep raising your hand, but I can't hear you. Turn on your mic, Zarani. I cannot hear you. I think you're having issues with your mic. Someone else? Talal? Back to you, Talal, please. The next one, the last one.
Okay.
Tell us the phrase.
The phrase is very. I mean that.
No, that's not the phrase. We need the phrase.
Okay.
The phrase that you will define. Here.
Okay, thrifty, how they use their time.
Mm-hmm. This is the phrase.
I mean that.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
They use their time carefully.
Yeah, I mean that. What is it?
This is the
lecture
language.
Language. Okay. Number two. And then
they use their time carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Without wasting it.
Without wasting it. What is this?
This is the signal.
What is it?
A definition, sorry.
Number three. Yep.
The definition.
Definition.
Yeah.
Number three. Phrase, number one. Lecture language, number two. Definition,
And the definition.
number three. Done. Okay, now, this is the strategy you just practiced, listening strategy. Now, next, when? On Wednesday. When I see you on Wednesday, we'll begin here. This is Wednesday's class. So for now, we can stop. Let me finish the attendance. 1 minute. Did you see the term planner that I posted in Google Classroom?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
the update is about the dates of the
Yes,
quiz.
Mr. Oscar, I have an concern about this.
Updated, yes.
May I ask?
Yes, you may. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a business trip and it's conflicting with the midterm. I didn't know before about the date for the midterm. I thought it's in the other week, the week after.
Yep. Please send an email to Miss Rifa Zarani.
Okay.
Can you do that? Go to the chat.
Yeah, sure. I can send her an email. So
Email
what's the
her.
procedure? If I miss this,
Well, I'm telling you, you need to email her. She'll tell you what to do.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. She's the head of department. She has the authority. She has the authority to decide, not me.
Thank you, Mr. Oscar.
You're welcome. Did you see the term planner?
For me, yes.
Everyone?
Yes, doctor, yes.
Yes.
Okay. The term planner has been updated, so that means next week you'll have your quiz 1. And the week after next, you will take your midterm. The dates are in the midterm. The dates are in the term planner. What else? In Google Classroom, you will find a practice quiz. It's in Google. Go to the assessments. Practice quiz. You should take it. It's practice for your quiz.
We have already taken it, Mr. Oscar. Can you please provide another exercise?
No, that's the only one we can give you. Only one practice quiz.
Will it be in class, the quiz, or here, online?
I think I've told you actually many times. The quizzes will be online. During excuse me, let me finish. The quizzes will be online during class time, during your class time. So come to your class and then you will get a notification to take the quiz in Google. Yes, another question?
Doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mr. Could you review it with us, the exercise you gave us earlier?
Which one?
About the quiz that we took.
Well, it's a practice quiz. That's it. What do you want me to review?
I think there is a question. Last question.
No, listen.
Doctor.
Listen. It's a mock quiz. Practice for you. It means that the quiz that you will take will be similar to that quiz. Similar. The format will be similar.
Teacher, sorry, could I leave because I have another class?
You may leave, yes. Thank you. Have a good night. The format will be similar. That's why you need to take it.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you so much, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Oscar. Good evening.
Thank you.
Thank